Welcome to St. Lucie Public Schools Transportation Department, Employee Training and Development. This training will outline preventing unauthorized boarding. The purpose of this training is to set a clear understanding of who is permitted to board St. Lucie Public School buses. This procedure is in place for protection of the employees and students on our buses. We'll also identify some key do's and don'ts of how to effectively communicate with parents at bus stops. Let's talk about who can and cannot board. There may come a time when a parent or guardian attempts to board your bus, whether to address you, their student, or sometimes even other students on the bus. Here are a few things to always remember. Only enrolled students of St. Lucie Public Schools are authorized to ride a bus. Parents and guardians are never allowed to board your bus. You have an obligation to keep your students safe. Remember, people are unpredictable. Even though they may look harmless, you don't know their intentions. Here's some effective ways to communicate with parents. Remember to stay calm and empathetic. Maintain a calm demeanor. Even if you're feeling stressed or frustrated, try to remain calm and composed and use a respectful tone of voice. Avoid raising your voice or using sarcasm. Don't engage in the fight. Be sure to make eye contact. This can help create a connection and show that you are actively listening. And use empathy. Acknowledge the parent's feelings and concerns. For example, you could say, "I understand your concern." Just remember, put yourself in their shoes. Actively listen. Allow them to express their concerns fully without interruption. Just let them speak. If a parent is sharing a lot of information, you can take notes to help you remember. This also shows that you're paying attention. And if you don't understand something they're saying, ask for clarification in a respectful way. Clearly explain our policies. Explain the rules related to bus stops, such as waiting time, crossing the street, and proper behavior on the bus. Being upfront about our policies avoids surprises. Parents will respect you more if you're consistent in enforcing your rules. Make sure you're fair and consistent across the board with each student. Help parents understand the rationale behind our policies, such as safety concerns. Explain to them the why for our rules. Build relationships. Take time to get to know the parents of the students on your bus, especially those who seem to be more prone to conflict. By showing that you care about the well-being of the students and their families, you can build trust, and that makes it easier to de-escalate any potential future conflicts. And if they express a concern, make every effort to rectify it. By following through, it shows them you have an interest to make things right. Remember to seek support if needed. If a situation is escalating or you feel overwhelmed, don't hesitate to ask for assistance from a supervisor, security personnel, or even another driver. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If the situation is serious, make sure you document the details of the incident for future reference. This is in effect to protect yourself. You're also going to want to report it to the school. Inform the school administration about the incident and any other potential concerns. So if someone unauthorized attempts to board your bus, what should you do? Advise the parent or guardian they're not permitted to board the bus and attempt to shut the bus door. Advise if they board the bus, you'll need to call for security. And if they continue to board the bus, call security immediately. Take time to think about this. Or have you ever encountered this? Have you thought of what you might do? Remember, you have an obligation to keep yourself and the students aboard your bus safe. There may come a time when a student boards your bus and they are not listed on your detail. In this case, follow these steps. In the AM, do not deny the student a ride. Transport the student to school. Radio into routing to confirm if the student has been added to your route. And if the student has not been assigned to your route, turn them over to school administrator on the ramp. Never leave a student at the stop. In the PM, radio into routing to confirm if the student has been added to your route. If they have not been added to your route, notify an administrator on the ramp. And you may need to transport the student as there may not be any other options available that day. Always follow the routing instructions. In case you missed it, let's review. Only students of St. Lucie Public Schools are permitted to ride and are authorized to board our buses. A parent or guardian should never board our buses. Only students, school staff, administrator, and security or police. Remember, parents, guardians, and siblings, or those that you don't know, should never board your bus. Effectively communicate with your parents and students. Remain calm, actively listen, clearly explain our policies, build relationships, and of course, ask for help when needed. Never engage in the fight. All staff will be held accountable to meet all the expectations set forth by the Transportation Management Team. Failure to meet these expectations may result in disciplinary action up to and including termination of employment. Thank you. This training is now complete. If you have any questions about this training or any other training, please speak with your immediate manager.